Hilltop Tommy here, 09. I just want to give you now a wee look at this piercing gauge. I've actually I've reloaded I want to find a good charge weight, hopefully, for my TIKKA T3. It's just a 223 Remington. And these here is Winchester cases. The 7.5s, Remington 7.5 primers in it. It's their 4th reload. So I nailed them. I nailed them on the 4th reload and I give them a skim torn. And these is the 75. This is the first time I ever had them. 75A-MAXs. They're very streamlined VLD type bullet, as you can see there. They're a secant, as far as I know, they're a secant OJ on them. Just tangent and secant. These here is very streamlined, as I say, as they look like. I suppose they're classed as a VLD, I'm not sure now. But I've never fired the 75s before. I've fired the Horndies and the 75 hollow point bowtails before, and they shot reasonable, you know. There's ways to call them accurate, you know. But in my TIKKA, anyway, my TIKKA's T3, she's a 1/8 twist TIKKA. I've never used these before, you know, and I have the bottom metal in the thing, so I can load them out so that to suit myself, you know. I've actually these got seated here. I've these seated at the minute. They're 15 thou off the lawns, you know. And I've loaded up. I've just loaded 4 rounds of each charge weight, 4 different charge weights, and there's 4 rounds. I'll shoot 1 out of each charge weight to foul the barrel up and to keep an eye on the pressure, you know. If I see them giving pressure anything, I'll not go into the final charge weight. I'm not sure even where I'm starting, you know. I couldn't get no load data on them, so I'm sort of working off between the 75 hollow points and 77 CRs. I've shot them before, the CR Match Kings. They're shooting brave and good now in the gun. So I'm starting low. I don't mind starting low. I'm starting low and I'll just gauge them as I go along. Just keep an eye out on them and see how they perform. And then if they get anywhere near it, whatever load gets anywhere near it, I'll work both sides of it then. I'll go down just maybe 2 tenths or so, whatever. Maybe even only 1/10 of a grain, you know, if I can fine tune it down then. And then I'll go down into seating depth, you know. But I'll be able to just get this here by out to show you this again. I've done a video on it there, just one wee video on it, just to show you. I got this here on eBay. I bought 2 of them on eBay. And this in here is for the small rifle calibers. And let me just get it out here and I'll show you now. You see the SA there, so that's for the shorts, and then this is the B, that's the bench race. That covers the 2.2 bench race calibers as well. And the other one, it was a large rifle too, and it covered all them there, but it was no good to me. I actually put it back on eBay, and I actually got more for it than I paid for the 2 of them. So if this in here for less than nothing. I think that's the way I worked it out in my head. I'm just saying now, like I haven't been studying it, but I have it for nothing there, even if it's such a thing as less than nothing. So you can see her there now. She's a Swiss clock on her. She's Bearson's the make of her. BERSAN, there's a badge symbol there, and she's made in the USA. This is Swiss gauge, you know. So if you look at the gauge there, you'll see show you we draw a diagram of the lines on it. She says 2 10,000s. This is not a 1 thou gauge that I had on my Horndy lock and load. This registers 10,000s, 10, you know. Between the 0 and the 10, or say even the 80 and the 90, there's 10 readings. Either big or small represents 1 10,000s. Each one, doesn't matter which one you look at, it'll represent 1 10,000s. The larger ones, that's why she says 2 10,000 at the bottom, and she shows you the wee reading of it. The larger ones, each large one represents 2 10,000s. So you have 5 2 10,000s and 10 10,000s, which equals 1 thou. You know, just put this wee case away now. Tidy enough wee box now. So at the end of this, it's only plastic, probably made in Taiwan or somewhere. But let's see, should be able to get it. This here now, these are 4 different charge weights, as I said. So I'm going to start off here in the lowest one. Right. You should be able to see that now. When I'm looking in the back of this camera, I can't really see it clear focused. I've actually glasses on for reading behind here, you know, but I can see the gauge down on the table hand there, but I can't get a good view of that dial there from behind the camera lens. So I'm just gonna, I have to zero it in. You bring the gauge down to the lowest setting, you see the way there now. Now I'll bring the knot round to that. Now from where I'm standing behind, just the needle splitting the knot. I don't know, I hope she's right. Okay, we use her. Now she's back on the knot, and now she's down. She's only on 5 10,000. She's just on a half a thou run out. That's total run out. No, she's not even on that. She's not even on the 5. But you may say she's a half a thou total run out in that fashion. I'll do 2 just in each weight, just to give you an idea. As I say, I have these annealed and skim toned, and the Remington 7.5 primers on it. This here's our 4 freeload. I'll dial all these into the knots from the lowest setting. Let's see, just hoping not blocking that off. You can read that alright. Right, I'll take the dial down till the knot. Now there's it on the knot, look. And there, she's not even on 3 10,000s. You see that? Total run out. She hasn't even 3. I'll put these colour code ones through it. Of the backs of these cases. I made a blunder one time when I started off reloading, and I counted cases. But I'm sure I haven't been the only one that's done it. I wouldn't mind having £1 for everybody that's ever done it, or $1, whoever's looking at this, whatever, or €1. I start from the lowest, and I don't put no colour on my lowest. On my next charge up weight, I always put red on them. You can see it there, the red marker. That's it, these wee markers here, the wee Sharpies, permanent markers. They're not permanent, they come off when you're cleaning, tumbling them, or even the wet, whatever you have, ultrasonic, whatever, the colour comes off them. My first colour that I start was red. The next one's always green. You see the green there now? Right? And the last one's blue. I use the 3 colours, red, green and blue. That leaves it there. If you happen to count them out of your backs as you're taking them out to get yourself set up, and you count them, it's handy to put them back in line again. So I'll just show you now the coloured ones, because it'll be easier for you to see the colour, me actually towing them round in the gauge. Right. Make that gauge out okay. I hope so. Right, I'll see where you're standing now, you should be able to see. I'll zero out first of all. See how far she's gone up there now, and I'll bring that round on the 0. So there she's on the 0 from behind where I'm standing anyway. Right. She's just past the 6 10,000s there, look. There she's on the 0, and there's where the colour is. See the colour's way over there? We say no, she's not on the 0 there. Sorry. She's on the 0 now. I'll just move her there. She's on the 0 from my position anyway, and the red's up. The red's actually from the start, the red's going from 9 o'clock up to about 11. She's at that angle. Now I'll take her down till the 4 is reading. She's just coming up on the 6, and see where the red is now. It's way over on this side, down the 4 o'clock side. and she's got a total readout there of 6/10,000. So she's just over a half a thou total run out. There she's on the, you see she's a wee bit past it. Just over at the red. And there she's totaling past there now, just passes down this side now. She's just over 6/10,000. I'll do 2 of each one, just for quickie. Do it a wee bit quicker here because the camera, the last time I was using the camera, the battery run out on me. I get the zeroed out first. Well, now there's not even going to be much in this total run out altogether. There's a zero. There's a 0. She's only coming up to 4/10,000 total run out. I should have showed you there the colour coding on my hand. There's where the red is. I'll take her down now to our full reading. There she's coming up in the 4 and look where the red is now. Right? So a total run out of not even 4/10,000. So she's well under half a thou. This is the green. Get her zeroed. She's near enough falling on the 0 there. Now she's on the 0 now. Total run out, look, not even 3/10,000. I'll show you it on the, there's the colour over here on the right hand side, on the 0. I'll take her down till her she's coming up to 3/10,000 there, and the green's way up on the opposite side. You see, yeah. So that's not even a third of a thou total run out. Right. I'll do one more on this one. Get her zeroed. This one's even going to be less. There you are. She's on the 0 now, and the green's down the 4 o'clock mark. The middle of the green, like roughly from Rhymestand, is down at the 4 o'clock. Look at that there. She's not even 2. We're saying now how long the gate's actually going to be fraction past. Just when I lean back there. That's her 0 now from behind where I am. She's 2. Look, she's not even coming up to 2/10,000. There's the green up there. And when she's back to notch, she's way down here. Do you see that? That's total run out of only a fifth of 1 thou. Roughly, like. There she's on the 2/10,000. Just there she's on it now. And there she's back off it. Look. That's only a fifth of a thou run out. That's 2 out of that, isn't it? So we'll do this last one now. These are blue. Right? Get her zeroed. There's just roughly 0 on the 0 now, and the blue's up. The middle of the blue's roughly up near 10:30, 11 o'clock. Total run out, look, she's only passing 3/10,000. You see where the blue's back to where it was. And then she's down, just coming up to 3/10,000. The blue's down here now. That's total run out. Look, if you watch the blue going round in my fingers, you can see the total run out. Huh? Not just 3/10,000. A third of a thou run out. Total run out. I'll do this outside one here. And get it zeroed. Oh god, here, there's nothing here at all to worry about. It is I'll zero it anyway just to show you. But you'll still see it in the colour, it'll say. Right, there's a 0. That's the dial from behind where I'm standing anyway. She's split in the middle of the 0. She mightn't be from the camera position. But you can see the blue is over here. The middle of the blue is roughly say 8 o'clock position, right? Now I'll run her down to see how far she's going to go down. Look, this thing's here. We say no, she just want to be fraction. When I lean back on this, she's a wee bit past and know it. Total, look. Take a look now. Watch the blue in this here between my fingers. If you can see it, look. There's just going round, look. Total run out is only about 1,500. Sorry, 1,510,000. Look at that there. That's total run out. No, there's the blue up there. Get it back to 0. There's it in 0, and look at the blue is back down there. Huh? Isn't that unbelievable? That's only 1.5 10,000ths. Now, I just want to show you something here that I discovered here the other night when I was doing them. With this gauge, with this Swiss, I don't know, gauge, clock, dial, whatever it is engineers call them, I do not know, to be honest with you. I suppose I've all called them many a thing, I'll not repeat it in times, but I'll just show you how accurate this one that I found out how accurate it is, right? Let us see now. Right. I'm going to put this in and zero it. Just hope this shows up, that camera's focusing it okay. I'll zero this out. Right, there's your zeroing out. I'm going to bring the knot up where I'm standing behind it here. There, the knot, the needle splitting the knot. Right, now look at see the ladders. I don't know if you can see them. I'm sure you can. Maybe you could focus it in or zoom it in. The ladders Winchesters there, look, and the last ladder's the ore in Winchester, and the ore, as I'm looking at the gauge, the ore's up at 12 o'clock. Just call this 12 o'clock. The Santa this way. Look, the ore's splitting up at 12 o'clock, right? And the needle on the gauge is 12 o'clock, right? So I'm going to cover the gauge from my hand. I'm going to take this out, right? Spin around. I'm going to pop her in, make sure she's in, right? I'm going to, now there's the ore just backward looking at, right? There's the ore there. I'm going to turn this 4 times, right? There's 1 round. There's 2 times it's been round the ore in the Winchester name. There's 3 times. Right? Now there's the 4th. There's the 4th time. You can see the Winchester, all the and the ore is back roughly now. As far as I can see, I'm standing well back here from the camera. See, the ore is roughly, as far as I can see, at 12 o'clock. Now watch the dial when I take my finger off the hand off it. Look. You see what the thing is? She's right splitting the knot again. You see that? Now just you watch, see where the ore is. The ore in the writing is up at 12 o'clock and she's splitting the knot. Now you watch, I'll move it just to prove that it's moving. No? See it moving? Right? I'll cover her up. Right? I'll wind around. Right? Now, there's the ore. It's been past it a bit. I'll bring the ore roughly where I think's split in the middle of that. Right, she's near enough 12 o'clock the middle of that. Right, look down my hand now when I take my hand away. No? Just needle splitting it. You see, yeah? I'll do a colour one. Right, there's a red one. I'll zero her out first of all. Right, I know it's just gone past. Right, I'll take it. Now I'm going to lean back behind the camera and see, yeah, it's splitting the knot from behind the camera anyway, so you must be near enough seeing it. Just see it. I can't see even behind that camera, right, tell you the truth. Right. Just hope that's focusing. She's splitting the knot now at the minute. Now, what have I got to go for a reading? Where is see now? I'll just, maybe a fraction idea, but I haven't got a full night's read. She's 2, 2, 3 and then Ramadan 2, 2 and the 3 is just, the 3 would be past 12 o'clock, right? The 3 would be just a hair past 12 o'clock. So I'm going to try and judge just to see how close I can get this. And there's the knot, the needle splitting the knot, and the 3 is just past the 12 o'clock, right? So I'm going to cover her up, take her out, push her in, make sure she's fully home. Right now, there's 1 round with a 3, 2, 2, 3. There's 2 round with a 2, 2, 3. I'm going to go next one this time. There's 3 round for 3, 3, 3. There's 4 round for the 3, 3, 2, 2, 3. Now 5. Now I said she was a hair past it, so I'm trying to judge this. Tell me, she shouldn't be far away there. Now there's a sense of it, and the 2, 2, 3. Just it might be a wee hair right now, but I'll just try that. Watch my hand now. No? Isn't that unbelievable? That shows you how accurate them Swiss gauges is, or clocks or dials, whatever it is you call them. Isn't that unbelievable? You watch it now and watch the red. You'll see it moving, look. See it moving? And there's it, look. She's way down there in the needle. Right? I'm going to cover her up again for the last time. Take her out. Spin her a lot of times, like that there as fast, you know. You watch the red, you'll see the red between my fingers moving about, right? Now, there's the 223 away around there. I'm going to bring her, oh, hold on, sorry, that wasn't even in that. She wasn't full home, sorry. Right, I'm going to spin her around. Right, I'll go one more. There's the Winchester read out and scribbled out in the red writing. And there's the 2, and there's the opposite 2, and there's the 3. Now the 3 looks to me, so just a wee hair past it, right? Now she's down there, and there's 2, 2, 3, and the 3 looks just past 12 o'clock. I'm going to look down the dial now. No? That's what you call a gauge. You know? So any blunders is all my fault. If it's blunders, it's not the equipment. Watch it moving. No? Watch, I'll bring it back once more, cover it up again now. Right, I'll go right round again just to show you. I'll push down on the bullet on the cartridge. There's the 2, 2, 3. There's the 3 just past now. Just past the 12 o'clock. Look down. No? Splitting it again. That's quality. So when you're working with quality and there's blunders, you can't blame nobody, only yourself. I'm only an amateur anyway, I could make plenty of blunders, but at least it'll be me only making them. There'll be nobody shooting us here, only me, until I make sure they're shooting right. That's it for now anyway. Just hopefully now these shoot well. If I get a chance, I'll get the camera down when I'm even shooting them lock off to see what way they operate on paper. Okay boys, cheers. Or shooters I should say, male and female. Cheers.